We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Washington Redskins.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Down! 180! 55!
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike,
Kill, kill!
They can't have you.
Carr now on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
93. 93.
Carr now to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Know your job.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Carr again here on second and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Throwing his Carr on third down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
It's now second and 6. That's what I'm talking about.
Geis with the carry on second down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Check hot route. Hot. Kill. Plus. Hey, turn it up. Protect.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Makes the score Redskins 10, Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Carr. This one caught by Davis. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Carr to throw again. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
637. Express. You got motion man. You got motion. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the 17, Carr. And his pass incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Express.
On third down, Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. He's cracking. He's checking crack.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. I'm going to hit you all 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Hatchet. Hey, switch gears. What? Go.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Redskins 10, Raiders 3.
Check. Shift. Watch the shift. Tight dog.
This is Geis. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
With penalty at the 44-yard line.
He wasn't ready.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Showing that. Kill. Trump. Check 26. Banjo.
Looking to throw, Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
51's the mic. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Ready, go. 10.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Raiders.
Slam, slam, slam. Right down. Express. 55. Back to hey, orbit.
Hey, watch the leg.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
You're mine.
Check mark, check mark.
Hey, Alpha. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten it down. Mike, 55. Check. 694. Express.
Let's get off the field, D.
That's it.
From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Haskins. And he's going to go down again. Cleveland Farrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check, 59. We didn't want this. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Yo, rush.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Check 43. Express.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that's going to up the lead to 15-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2 for 1 without ever even giving up the football. On the ground, it's Geis. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check right. Watch 85. All day, Mike, 55. Check. Go. Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
SOS. Switch.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down, being chased out left. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
I'm coming after you. Hey,
Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 55's move.
On first down, here's Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Steps away to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A gain of 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 50, check 50. Check your hot read.
2nd down, Haskins dancing to his left. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Washington Redskins.
Check.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, Haskins out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Switch. Hold. Right here. Mike 51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 2nd and 15 now, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
What now?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Go.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 7:34.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
To throw, it's Carr. Caught by Nelson. He's got daylight. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 12, Haskins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's Carr to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
29. Mike, 56.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Express. Check. Mike, 56. Mike.
To throw again. Carr. Well, that'll be caught by Cup. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Switch it.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd down, it's Love. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going on fourth down. Haskins under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Mike, down. Lady. White Monday. Slow. No. Kill.
Hey, Delta.
Express.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Reuben Foster picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Geis, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Short.
Now Haskins to throw it. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check four.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check, check, check. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Hayward. Kill, turn up. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Kill, 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 kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Haskins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here comes to me, it's me. Zoom. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Geis. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike 51. Watch the out. 1, 2. Check 3. Look small.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Mike 51. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Cover. 52. Check nickel. Where'd he go?
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 51.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth. No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Raider 9. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You're trash. Bravo! Express! 56, right there, 56.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2. I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1? Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team. And now they're working towards 1-1. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a toss. This is Geis. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, switch gears. Check. Yo, promotion. Go, Mike 51.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one. And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears, but right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 734. Mike 55.
Carr going to look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Any day. Raider 1.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, you must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 26. Check. White.
Here's Carr. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Mike, 55. Right there. Right down.
Carnell on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 55. Express. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Carr now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 5. You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball. Express. Check right. Watch it, 5. Let's go, Tommy.
From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.